Well, Arizona could be your launch to space if a proposed law passes.
A Tucson company is working on a balloon with pressurized capsule to lift you to the edge of space and then bring you home with a steerable parachute. Craig Smith has a look.
Well, guys, these days it seems like everything needs a liability release, so a project designed to float you about 19 miles high is going to want your signature. And it takes a change in state law to make sure if something does go wrong, that release holds up in court.
5 seconds to go. Unlocking. All right. Lost.
You can take the high-speed, high-G Virgin Galactic route to space tourism that will give you a quick glimpse of space, or Paragon Space Development's gentle trip up in a comfortable capsule with a parachute trip home.
We're not finding that people are choosing between us and, say, Virgin Galactic. It's really complementary, and some people want to do both. They're very different experiences.
Paragon's Worldview capsule gives you about 2 hours to soak up the scenery as astronauts see it. Tabor McCallum has been involved with space hardware for about 20 years. His father's work with balloons for space research helped inspire Worldview.
So it's always something that's been rolling around in my head, and then when the market for space tourism really began to gain ground and be demonstrated, it seemed like the time was right.
But high-flying ideas still need basics like insurance. That's why State Rep Ethan Orr's bill would give projects like Paragon's liability protection.
You could easily say, well, come on, it's space flight. You know it's not exactly an inherently safe activity. Isn't that enough?
Well, and that's the problem, because the way that our standards are currently written, even if I were to sign a form that said, I understand this is space flight, I could die, that form is not enforceable in our courts.
Now, Orr says that bill could encourage more adventurous projects like Worldview. The bill's had very little trouble moving through the legislature. It needs just one more vote, perhaps as soon as tomorrow, to head to the governor's office for a signature.
That's very interesting. We'll see if it happens. Thank you, Craig.